Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Hello, how are
Hello.
you?
Fine.
Welcome to the
Thank you.
class.
Hello,
Hello,
good morning.
hello, good morning. How are you?
Fine.
Very good. Welcome to the class, guys. I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to have more practice. I hope your classmate can join us soon. Where are they? I think they are sleeping.
I don't know.
All right. What time do you usually wake up when you don't have English class?
In my case, 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So what time does your shift start?
My what?
Your shift, like in your job, what time do you
Ah,
start?
at 9.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense. All right, very good. Okay, guys, welcome. Hello, hello. How are you? I can see Paola. How are you, Paola?
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Fine. Drinking my cup of coffee.
Essential. That's great.
Yes.
Very good. And I can see David too. Hello, David. How are you? Hello, hello. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the class. I hope you are doing well. Do you remember the topics that we studied yesterday? Uh-huh. Yes.
we
No.
we saw the vocabulary of work stress.
Very good.
That's the last one in the last minutes of the class.
That's correct. Pretty good. And how about the grammar topic? What was it? You remember? Hmm. So I think you're done. I think that just when we start to review it, is that you immediately remember it, right? So we are going to see the topics that we studied yesterday. Let me open up the presentation and share it with you. Look at this. Okay, let's see, let's see. Can you see the presentation, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. So today is June 15. Basically, guys, we are in the middle of the month already, so time flies. I have good news for you. If you remember, guys, in the previous level, we have to send one audio per unit, right? So in this level, I ask the authorization to reduce the amount of audios. So right now we are going to send only 2 audios, okay? Basically, we are going to send one audio when we finished unit number 2. So we are going to say the audio, and then when we finish the unit number 4, we are going to send the other audio. So in total, during this course, we are going to send only 2 audios, okay? So do you prefer 2 audios or do you prefer to send more audios?
2 audios.
I'm fine with 2 audios.
Okay, great. So yeah, I know that it's a lot of work for you. You have a lot of responsibilities. So in order to help you guys, I asked, and yeah, they gave me the approval. So we are going to have only 2 audios. Okay. So next week, I'm going to give you the instructions, of course, about how the audios will be, what are the details that I wanted to include. It will be always 5 minutes, okay? But considering that it's going to be just two audios, I mean, I think it is going to be a little bit easier. All right. So today is the class number 4. We are in the unit number 1. And yesterday we were talking about the adverbial clauses. Can you explain me what adverbial clause is? What do you remember?
I know what is an adverbial clause is, but maybe I don't know how to explain it. But I think it's a word which help you in make a sentence. For example, after, before, that could be.
Okay, you got the idea. What about you guys? Do you remember what adverbial clause is? Uh-huh. I think we are going to increase the audios again. Oh my gosh. All right, look, remember guys, clauses. First of all, we need to think about this word. If I have clauses, what is that? Do you remember?
Is the main sentence.
Correct. So if I say clauses, it's because I have two, not singular. I have more. I have two sentences that I need to put together. And the way that I'm going to link them is through an adverb, okay? In the relative clauses, we link the sentences with a relative clause. That means which, where, what, who, the double H words. In the adverbial clauses, we don't use the relative words. We use adverbs. And we have different types of adverbs. In this moment, we are just using the time, okay? So these are some adverbs that we can use talking about adverbs of time. If you want to link the sentences, we can use after, as soon as, before, all of these ones. There are more actually, but these are like the most common ones. Okay? Is it clear what an adverb clause is? Yes? Everyone?
Yes.
Great, excellent. Okay, look at the examples. This is what we studied yesterday. Imagine if we say the lady can go as soon as she makes the call. What we were studying yesterday is if you have an adverb clause, in this case, this is the one, they cannot be alone. We cannot say just as soon as she makes the call. So what will happen then? All this sentence doesn't make sense because it's like, okay, what happens then? That's why they need the other clause. Okay, so if we complete the sentence with the other clause, the lady can go as soon as she makes the call. In that case, the sentence has a full meaning. All right. Now I'm going to give you some sentences and try to complete them. Imagine if I say after a student graduates, does it make sense? This sentence, after a student graduates. It doesn't make a full sense. So let's complete the sentence. Can you give me a sentence to complete this one? What happens after a student graduates? What do you think? Give me ideas. What happens after a student graduates? What information can we add here? Can you give me another sentence to complete this one?
I don't know. I came to the museum, for example, or the theater.
Theater, museum. So after a student
After
graduates,
student graduates. Yes.
okay, he came
to the museum.
oh, like this, he came?
Yes.
Ah, okay,
came.
to the museum.
After
Okay.
a student graduates.
Okay, after a student graduates, he came to the museum. What do you think, guys? Does it make sense? There is only one details here. If you see the first sentence, in which grammar tense is it? Is in present, in past, in future? Uh-huh. Okay, wake up, everyone.
Probably
Uh-huh.
after a student graduates, he can get a, a job.
Okay. He can get a job. Yeah, that's good. In the first sentence, the only thing is that it will be better if it is in present because the sentence is in present. So we can say comes instead of came because the sentence is in simple present. Okay, look.
Okay, got it.
So here we got the adverb clause. After a student graduates, he comes to the museum. After a student graduates, he can get a job. So we are just linking two sentences by the adverb. And if you see in these sentences, the connector doesn't necessarily have to be in the middle, right? We can put it at the beginning. What we cannot do is to put the sentence alone. Because if I say just after a student graduates, only that, it doesn't make sense. Okay, what about the sentence number 2? When you get married, what happens?
You can buy a house.
All right, you can buy a house.
I thought the same.
Oh, really?
Not-
Pretty good.
Not
Yeah.
having kids.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
as long as you don't have kids. Okay.
First the house, after
Yeah.
children.
Then the dog.
Definitely. And then the dog. I think that the dog is first.
Ah,
Then
the
the
dog is
kid.
first. Yeah.
What else,
Yeah.
guys? All right, what else? What happens when you get married? Any other idea? When you get married? Anyone else? All right, guys, participate. If you don't participate, I will be asking individually. If you see, if I say only when you get married, if I say only this sentence alone, doesn't make sense, right? It's like the idea is not complete. So that's why I need to add another clause that is going to give it a full sense. How about the next sentence? Before you travel abroad, what can we add here?
Before you travel abroad, you need travel documents or visa.
You need to have a passport or all your documents, right? Your travel documents. Pretty good. What else? Before you travel abroad? Any other idea? Do I need
You need to ask for vacations.
Definitely. You need to ask for vacations. Imagine if they don't approve your vacations. I mean, you cannot travel. You need to have money. You need to save money. Again, here we got two clauses and we need to join them using the adverb. The next one, while I'm taking the class. Guys, what are you doing? What else are you doing while you're taking the class?
I'm drinking coffee.
Okay, pretty good. I'm drinking coffee. What else? What else are you doing while you're taking the class?
I'm paying attention.
Very good. I'm paying attention. What else? So look at the difference. We are using different adverbs. I'm using after, I'm using when, before, while. We are using difference. Now, we can also use since. Since last year, I, well, what things have you done since last year? Or the things that you haven't done?
I don't have travel abroad.
Okay, we can use it in present perfect. It sounds much better, like I haven't traveled abroad. Okay, what else, guys? What are the things that you have or you haven't done since last year?
I have been in my company.
Okay, that's good. I have been in my company. Pretty good. So now, if you see with these phrases, we are a little flexible because we can even change the order. In this case, imagine I can say, you can buy a house, and then I can write the sentence, when you get married. Or when you get married, you can buy a house. We can switch the order. There's no problem at all. Or you can say, I haven't traveled since last year. So we can switch the order and there is no problem at all. So this is the way that we can use the adverbial clauses. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions so far? No? No questions? Okay, let's see if it is true. I have here all the adverbials of time that we are using. I want you to pick 3, okay? The ones that you prefer, but only 3. And I want you to write 1 sentence per adverb. So in total, you have to write 3 sentences using them, okay? So for example, if you pick since, okay, you have to write a sentence using since, but remember, use the relative clauses. For example, I haven't traveled, as your classmate said, I haven't traveled abroad since last year. That could be 1 sentence. Or you can switch the order and you can start with since. Since last year, I haven't traveled abroad. Okay, that is 1 sentence. Then you have to pick another one. When? I'm going to use when. Okay, so you have to write a sentence using when. So in total, I want 3 sentences and you have to write them and send it on WhatsApp's group. Okay, so do it right now. Pick 3 adverbs, write 3 sentences and send it on WhatsApp's group. Go ahead. You have 3 minutes. And we are going to see the sentences. So be careful, guys, with the punctuation. Okay, punctuation is important. Be careful with the spelling. 1 letter can change the meaning of all the sentence. You can pick the adverb that you prefer. Go ahead, write 3 sentences and send it on WhatsApp group. If you have a question, let me know and I can help you. Send the sentences. Try to send it in one only message. Don't send it one by one. Send it the 3 of them together. Don't forget to add your name so I will know the sentences belongs to. Only 3 sentences, guys. Go ahead. If you have a question, just let me know, please. I can see some of your classmates already sent the sentences. Okay, we are going to see them. I can see very nice sentences. I like that. Pretty good. Send your sentences, everyone. Okay, very good. I like the sentences. Pretty good job. All right, so far so good. I like the sentences. Pretty nice job. So everybody send your
Sorry,
sentences
where do we have to send the sentences?
on WhatsApp's group. Are you on WhatsApp's
Okay.
group? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Send them on WhatsApp's group, guys, so I can read them. If you have a question, just let me know. Remember, it's basically 2 sentences and you are just putting the sentences together by using an adverb. That's all. Just put the sentence together. Okay, very good job. There is one sentence that catches my attention. Is this. Let me share with you. We are going to see this sentence. It's pretty nice, actually. But I think that is missing something. Look, by the time I don't have any news about them. Okay, so look, this is one clause. That's good. And this is the other one. But this is the adverb. So what do you think? Is the idea complete? By the time I don't have any news about them. So what do you think? Is complete the idea? Or do you think that is missing something?
Missing something, missing.
Yeah, it's missing something.
Exactly. Over here, we need to add more information. Remember that by the time is like if we say para cuándo or when we say cuándo, right? So, para cuando leo el periódico, aún no tengo noticias. Para cuando despierto, aún no tengo noticias. All right, so it's missing something over here. So we can add more information. Remember, we need 2 sentences. And in this case, I just have 1 sentence and the connector. I need another sentence. So what can we add here? What can we say? By the time, ¿qué podríamos agregar? What could we add in this sentence? Any idea? Any recommendation?
Right?
I'm sorry?
I arrive.
Okay, by the time I arrive, I don't have any news about them. So cuando llego, no tengo noticias, right? Or we can say something like, by the time you ask, I don't have any news about them, okay? The idea is, don't forget, guys, that when we are talking about clauses, we are talking about 2 sentences, right? 2 sentences that are linked or that are joined with the adverb. That's the idea. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. So by the ones who hasn't sent it, well, I already see the last one. Let me check. Okay, the last sentences, I like it. Just remember, guys, be careful with the verbs. Let's see. Look at the next sentence. I like this one too. Just don't forget the grammar rules. That's why spelling, writing is important. I haven't go to the office since last year. Actually, this sentence looks very good. You have 2 sentences. Yes. And we are using the adverb to connect the sentences. Pretty good. So, but can I say I haven't go?
No.
What is the correct one?
Went.
Went? Are you sure?
Gone.
Ah, very good. Is gone. Because remember, in this case, haven't is in present perfect. When we use present perfect, I need the verb in past participle. All right? Pretty good job, guys. Just be careful with some spellings. Be careful with some grammar rules. Don't forget it. Any questions so far? Nope. Yes? Okay. Now, it's time to speak. We have been talking about some stressing situations, burnout, all those aspects that can affect you, especially when you are at work. So continue talking about that. Today, we are going to continue talking, but about time management. We're going to see some questions, then we are going to see some vocabulary related to it, and we are going to continue discussing that vocabulary. Okay, time management. Look at the first question. I need a volunteer, please, for reading the first question.
How many hours per week do you typically spend working? Do you think this is above or below average? Why?
Okay, guys, what do you think? How many hours per week do you work? Approximately? What do you think? Or daily? Think about first daily. How many hours daily do you work? 6, 8, 10?
Above the average.
About the average. Ooh, all right.
Yes,
Okay.
because we work for 9 hours per day.
9 hours, yeah, that's above the average. Okay. So what do you think? Is that good? Bad?
It's bad, totally bad.
Totally. I mean, the good or the positive aspect is that you have weekends off, don't you?
Yes, yes.
Yes?
That's
All right. So that is like the positive aspect. Okay, let's discuss these questions with your classmates. We are going to go to the breaking rooms. For this activity, we only have like 5 minutes. We don't have a lot of time for it. So guys, let's go and practice. The idea is that everybody participates, please. I'm sending the questions on WhatsApp groups, and then we're going to see some vocabulary related to this topic, okay? I already sent the questions. Can you see them? Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, everybody, let's go to practice.
Please. David. Hello,
Okay.
David. Hello, Ricardo. Okay, let's start.
If you want, I can start with the question.
And
Okay.
sorry?
I can start with the question if you want.
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. How many hours per week do you typically spend working? Do you think this is above or below average? Why?
Well, in my case, I work like, well, per week, I work like 44 hours. In a day, it's 9 hours. So I think it's the average, maybe above, but I can see in some countries they are starting to reduce the period, the work period. In this case, I think, I don't know, in Spain or in Chile, they reduce the hours to work, and they just have to work 4 days per week. It's so cool. I like it.
Yeah, I
And
hear
you?
that.
We have to move there.
Work. Sorry,
Sorry?
David.
We have to move there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want.
Yeah, I hear that they are working 4 hours, but daily they are working more than 8. I think 10 hours per day, but they are working just 4 days in some countries. I think it's
Yeah,
okay. We will have three free days, but we will have to work a little bit more
I think
daily.
it's enough 3 days for rest.
Yeah, we can go travel or we can do a lot of things in 3 days.
Yeah. Okay.
We can move to the another question.
So yeah. What is the first thing you usually do when you finish work at the end of the week? If you prefer, tell us, Ricardo.
Okay. I usually at the end of the week, I go to drink with my friends.
Nice.
Yeah, for the stress. And
Yeah.
yeah, on Saturday I go to the park, to the Bicentenario Park with my dog. So
Ah, nice. Pretty good.
so yeah, on Friday I can drink a lot, so I just a little bit.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
then I usually maybe I go to the town or something, or sometimes I just play video games or something. Well, that's it.
Okay.
You can go, David, if you want.
Okay. And you,
Okay.
David, what is the first thing?
Well, I usually try to go out because, well, in our work, we always stay at home. So the first thing that I think when I finish to work is go out and usually I go out sometimes to the park with my dog or with my family. So also sometimes I play some video games or watch some TV series or something like that. Um, well, that's it. What about you, Paul?
In my case, well, at the end of the week, yes, as Ricardo mentioned, I go to drink with my coworkers, and usually we go to Maurita in San Benito, near of the office, while we wait to traffic pass, because on Friday night the traffic is terrible. So we wait while we are drinking and eating something. We wait for traffic pass. That's the first thing I usually do.
One, it's not possible all the time, but I try to do to not think in any work related topic and every time.
And the next one is what activities you do usually do to relax.
Play video games. I play lately. I play a lot of video games, and also I'm let's say learning to make cocktails. I buy a bartender kit, and I'm learning to do some cocktails with my friends and with my family. The parties or in the meetings with them.
Okay. In my case, when I want to relax, I play video games the same as you. I also watch movies, or I go to the movie theater. Uh, that's what I do. And what about you, Walter?
Well, in order to relax, I like to do some exercise in my house.
To relax.
Yes, a long time ago I practiced martial arts, so I think I am. It's like I like to do some exercise that I used to do. I used to do.
Kind of martial art?
Sorry.
What kind of martial art?
Well, I practice karate, taekwondo, and a little bit jiu-jitsu.
Cool.
A friend of mine know a martial art called Lima Llama, but I don't know if you know about that.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Could you repeat it?
A friend of mine learned a martial art called Lima Llama. I don't know if you know about that.
Yes, I heard about it, but I have never practiced or fight with someone.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, the last one, would you like to have more free time? Why? Why not? What would you do with it if so?
Of course, I would like to have more free time. I hear about this new. I don't know if it's new. That new idea of a 4-day work week, in which people have 3 day of weekend. Let's say. I think that's a cool idea because sometimes or all time like weekend it's nothing out to make all the things that you have to do and all the rest you have to have and I think a 4-day week will be perfect for like perfect balance to have a good work life balance.
In my case, if I had more time, um, probably I will invest some of that time in doing my own programming projects, personal projects, because before getting my job, I usually build some applications for myself. But now that I have the work, I don't find the time to to do the same. The free time that we get, I only spend it playing and watching movies, as I said. But when prior to having the work, I had time to do development, but now I haven't that time. And what about you, Walter?
Well, in my case, yes, I would like to have more time, more free time. If I had more free time, I would like to practice karate again. So yeah, I would like to have more free time. I think that's it. We finished the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, time's up. Let's go back to the main room. Let's go back. Time's up. Okay, time's up. Okay, easy or difficult the questions? What do you think? Pretty easy?
Those questions were easy.
Excellent. Did your classmates provide enough details?
Yes.
Excellent. That's the idea. Okay. So, very good job because yeah, I was listening to some groups. You were talking a lot. That's great. Interesting answers I was listening to. Now, be careful with some details. For example, when we have the negative of have, but can I say I haven't time? Can I say I haven't time?
No.
All right. What is the correct?
Don't have.
Exactly. Be careful with this. What happens, guys, is haven't exist. Sí existe el haven't. but we don't use it for possessive. We use haven't when we are talking about the present perfect, right? And if you use haven't after haven't, you need the verb in past participle. For example, I haven't slept. No he dormido, okay? Oh, I haven't slept. I haven't eaten. I haven't worked. I haven't finished, okay? But if you are talking about the possessive, it's just I don't have. I don't have time. There is another way to use have, y es como la forma British, it's like the British way. For example, you can say, I have a dog. In the British English, they don't say I have, they say I have got a dog. So in negative, in the American, we say, I don't have a dog. In the British, you can say, I haven't, okay? I haven't. But the difference is that you need to add God. If you don't add God, so that will be a mistake. So you can say, I haven't got a dog. Okay, in this scenario, if you are using the British form, it's okay. You can say haven't, as long as you add the word got. If you don't add got, in that case, it's a mistake because basically you are just using the negative form of the present perfect. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, all the things that I have to have. In this case, guys, imagine you want to say, I have to buy. You know that that is an obligation, right? Hey, I have to buy, I have to do, I have to go. What happens if I want to say, yo tengo que tener? Can I say, I have to have? Yo tengo que tener dinero, for example. I have to have money. Can I say that? I have to have money. What do you think? Can I do
I
it?
need money.
In this case, guys, actually, I mean, grammatically is correct. Because remember, have to is for an obligation. Yes. And I can add a verb in infinitive. So yes, I can say I have to have money. However, if I'm talking about obligations, if I have to use the verb have, the best idea is instead of saying have to, we can replace it by other word with the same meaning. What is another word that expressed obligation? We already checked that. What is it?
Must.
Correct. Exactly. Must. I must have money. Okay? Because again, grammatically, I have to have, it is possible, yes, but it sounds a little redundant, right? Because you are using like the same word. So it's better if you change it by must, which has the same meaning. I must have money. It's an obligation. Understood? Yes? Clear?
Yes, I think in many times I have made that mistake. I have to have.
It is not like a grammar mistake because as I said, grammatically it is possible, but it sounds weird. Okay, this is like in Spanish when we use like the same words together, it makes sense, yes, but it sounds weird. Okay, so it's like when we say salir para afuera, right? It sounds like that. It's not incorrect according to the RAE, right? They say that it's not incorrect, but it sounds like redundant. So that happens here. I have to have, no es que esté incorrecto, but it sounds better if you change it with must. Understood? Yes? Okay, now, because you talk, I'm going to interview you and you have to talk for 1 minute. So I want details. Let me pick someone. I will start with Gerardo. Hello, Gerardo.
Hi.
Okay,
I don't
Gerardo.
but I already know that I'm going to have the first one.
No,
Okay.
I can ask randomly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's change it randomly, no worries. Are you able to stop thinking about work in your free time? Why or why not?
Sometimes I'm able to not think and work in my free time, but it's not uh, uh it's not possible all the time because uh I'm a graphic designer and sometimes the ideas come in random time. For example, in walk in a mall or in a supermarket, and one idea come to my mind, and it's impossible to not think in work, um, because nobody knows how the brain works, but it depends on me. I try to not to uh, think in work in weekends or after working hours. That's that's all.
Oh, 2 more seconds and you got the minute, but it's acceptable. Very good job. Okay. So can I say in weekends? In
At
weekends?
weekends.
American British is more at weekends. British English is more like at weekends or at the weekend. American English is more like on weekends. Okay, but in never. Okay,
Okay.
Gerardo, good job. So far, so good. Pick someone, please. Pick one of your classmates.
Paola.
All right. Hello, Paola.
Hello.
Okay, Paola, would you like to have more free time? And if so, what would you do with the free time?
Well, as I mentioned with my coworkers and the breakout room, I would like to have the 3 free days on. I mean the weekend more larger. So, but yeah, I think I would like to have more free time, and what I do with those days, maybe I could go to I could do more exercise, and maybe I would like to travel. For example, I don't know, the beach or Guatemala. Imagine that you have three free days on a week. We can go to Guatemala for more time. So I like it.
Okay, 1 minute. Pretty good job. So guys, what do you think about those countries that are having this idea of only work 4 days and they can rest 3 days? Would you like to have that program too?
Yeah.
But what happens if your boss says, okay, we are going to work only 4 days, but we are going to increase the shift. So if now you're working 9 hours, you will be working like 13 hours, just an example, or 12 hours. Would you accept?
No, I think the idea of the work 4-day work week, it's to not increase the time, but maintain the
The productivity.
the productivity.
Okay, yeah, that's the idea. If you have to work more during the day, I mean, that's not good. Okay, pretty nice. Just be careful with the short adjectives if you are comparing, right? More larger or just larger? What do you think?
Larger.
Correct, pretty good. Okay, we have time for one more. Paola, pick one of your classmates, please.
Let me see. Fernando.
Okay, Fernando. Let's see. What is the first things you usually do when you finish work at the end of the week?
When I finish work at the end of the week, I was telling my group in the breaking room that what I do is to try to relax and unwind because of the stress of accumulated of the work. I go to a hammock. I turn on the TV. I watch something, or I bring my video game console. It's a Nintendo Switch, and I play the latest Zelda game. It's very cool because you can combine items. You can combine like a sword with a shield, or a shield with a mushroom, and you get it's very weird, and you need to do that to YouTube. But yeah, that's what I do to relax on weekends.
All right. And how many hours do you play when you are free?
Not as much as I want.
Okay.
Probably I just do like 1 hour. I wait some time, and then if I have more time, I pick another hour.
Okay. And how much time would you like? I mean, the full day only playing?
I would like to play like 2 hours, but during the Monday to Friday is very hard, because when I finish working, I am very tired.
I know. Yeah, you don't have enough time. Okay, pretty good. Thank you, guys. So you see, 1 minute. You speak a lot, so that's the idea. Organize your thoughts and give a good answer. Now, we don't have enough time to see the vocabulary, but we can continue tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is Friday, and by the end of the week, don't forget to complete the 25% of the platform. If you have a question, remember, you can send me the screenshot, but try that the screenshot, I can see the number of the exercise so I can find it easily on my profile. Okay, do you have any questions before leaving, guys?
No, teacher.
No questions?
No.
Okay,
Clear.
practice
Thank
on the platform, please. Have a wonderful day. See you, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.